Hello, I'm Daniel Kaluuya. Keep watching Redtv. Feel the heat. Hope Nigeria feels connected. Happiness. Happy that I was given another opportunity. Uh, and yeah, then it took a while. Then just had to get down and do the work. No, I don't think it was hard. Um, I think there was stuff that I needed to get my head around as just not being a black American, just cultural nuances. But I feel the dynamics between um, a working class black British demographic with the status quo and the establishment is very similar to the black American working class with the status quo and establishment. So I just tried to find the parallels in my life in comparison to Slim's life. I think she has it. I think she has the it factor. It, that's one. Accepting, generous. It's amazing to collaborate with people that you're a fan of, you know? And especially working with them at a pivotal moment in their career and their lives. It's her first film. And she's just she cares. She cares deeply. You can see it on the screen, every frame. This is a film I genuinely believe if you pause it, if you get the DVD and you pause it, it's like a picture. That's how consistent her imagery is. And that's how much it's thought of. It's like every image can be like a photograph. And because of the confidence in the cinematography. And so yeah, it's amazing to be a part of that. Jay Huss, uh, man, who am I listening to right now? JB Schofield, Gigs. My head's a bit scrambled. I'm not sure. I listen to a lot of stuff. Burner, yeah. I think it's something that chose me. I don't think necessarily. I think you know, as a kid, you do a lot of things, and then that thing I kept on being acknowledged for it and recognized for it since like 9. So I was like writing plays. Everyone was writing plays. Mine got picked and got performed at Hampton Theatre. It was one of those, and then I got into acting class, and I would get a job, and this is done the other. It was one of those things that I was like, oh, this is working, and just go with the flow. The thing is with me, I had to come up with a business plan. So I had to show my mum and go, listen, this is how much I'd earn X year. I would have to have like a written down business plan and go, this is what I'm gonna do, this is why, this is what's happening, this is that, the other. But every move that I've made, it's made financial sense and business sense. And like, it's like the wisest move to do. But I think I'm very blessed. My mum kind of accepted me for who I was. So understood that doctor, lawyer life wasn't for me. I felt really blessed. I felt really blessed that part of something that was just the start of something new. I just think for whatever reason you felt like you hadn't seen this before, you know, and and to work with the talent that you worked with and just understanding that things that you dreamt of are possible. It was a really blessed experience to be amongst, and I've met people on that are like, we're on the same journey and we've got to know each other in such a great space as opposed to a competitive space. Oh, okay. Have I identified? I've always identified with it. I've never really. I think this mainstreamness has happened to me as opposed to me entering it. So I've kind of tried to keep the same sense of self. I've always been proud of my African roots. Long overdue. How I feel about that. It's what's it's what's meant to be. It's what's supposed to happen. I think there's been decades of people from African descent rising to the top. So why wouldn't it's just a natural progression that the attention is now on people living in Africa and go to Africa regularly. But that's the only thing that's changed is the attention. I think the quality of creativity, the quality of soul has just always been consistent, you know? It's just always been there. It's just a lot of people haven't. A lot of things have to happen for able to digest the cultural nuances of certain things, you know? I've always said Nigerian was better. These Ghanaians were messaging me. I said it once on someone's video and they were messaging me insults. I said what I said. I don't really have favorite genres. I don't have favorite genres. I just kind of like, just as long as it's telling the truth and there's some humor in the truth, then I'm all good. I would consider doing TV if the opportunity made sense. Don't shut the door to anything as long as it felt fresh and kind of like starting a wave as opposed to joining a wave. I would always I would always consider any platform or medium, but film is just where it's at the moment. Have I been on a weird date? You can see my face. You know I've been on some weird dates. That's what kind of question. You know I've been on a weird date. You know I attract chaos. You know this. Hey, I've been out here. Yeah. No, I got in trouble. I started getting in trouble. They start messaging me now. I can't even say anything anymore. They started messaging me. They're like, "Oh, are you putting me out there?" Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "Nah, no comment. I want to see my lawyer." Yeah, and my African cousin that's a lawyer. You see it? That's when it cashes out. I do the arts. He does the law. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having it anymore. I'm tired of these girls messaging me. I mean, I should watch Queen and Slim because it's just a refreshing take on modern dating. I mean, I think that's something that was really interesting. They meet on an app, and then they in the first 12 minutes, they throw away their phones, and when they throw away their phones, like they able to become more connected.